So let's take a look at Scream 3, which is the last Scream movie that to review this year, because I have another Nev Campbell related film tomorrow. But now let's take a look at Scream 3, which has been considered like the weakest film in the entire Scream franchise. And when I first watched it in 2022, I was on the same side, and then it wasn't as good as the any of the ones. But watching it now, it's not as good as the first one, but it doesn't mean it's bad. It's still fun. It's still a very solid slasher. The performances from Nev Campbell, David Arquette, and Courtney Cox are still terrific, and the kills are still impressive. Where it can be intense, bloody, and also so entertaining. Um, and and I take it back from what I said from Scream 2 because I said that Con Weary wasn't in the other ones. Take it back because Con Weary does show up in this film, though at the beginning of the film, where he becomes technically the second victim in the opening, alongside was it Christy, like who was with him at the house, but he gets killed at the beginning of the film. But in Scream 3, it's about how Ghostface is killing the cast of Stab 3, which is currently in production, and Gail Weathers and Dewey tries to solve what's going on, while Cindy is getting haunted by hallucinations of the ghost of her mother. While they as a mystery going on that maybe someone else may was responsible for the death of Maurice Prescott, and her actual identity as well is revealed. It made for an interesting film, honestly. Um, I thought the moments where Sidney Prescott is having visions of her own mother was kind of haunting a bit and kind of interesting viewing where Cindy, even after it's been years since she died, she still feels uh, sad and kind of uh, yeah, really sad and kind of alone a little bit about when she has lost her mother, and seeing her as wearing this white coat, or is interesting. Is interesting for Cindy as some kind of haunting moments that are not really real life events that will happen in real life unless you're imaginary. You have imaginations on your head. Um, and there are some very fun cameos in this, like the great legend Roger Corman, who is kind of bittersweet now since we lost him earlier this year. Jane Silent Bob, which was kind of fun, honestly. And Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, in this movie where where Courtney Cox and the actress that plays Gail Weathers in Stab 3 recognize her as Princess Leia, but Carrie Fisher denies it. It was kind of funny, honestly. It was a funny cameo, and um, and again, some of the kills, like Jenny McCarthy's death, as well as the deaths of Trevor, and as well as the other cast members of Stat 3, were very well done deaths in the movie. And I thought the twist of who the Ghostface is, who is revealed to be Roman Bridger, who was the director of Stab 3, and it's revealed that, well, that he is the real mastermind behind all this in terms of having Billy kill Maureen Prescott, as well as the fact that he's pretty much like the evil mastermind behind what's been going on these previous two movies. And it's revealed also that he's also the half brother of Sidney Prescott, and it's revealed that Maureen Prescott was an actress named was it Rena Reynolds, uh, who worked with a producer that was working on Stab 3, and when Reyna moved on from Roman, he wanted revenge, and so he plotted an idea that caused Billy Loomis to get his revenge. And I thought that was interesting. I was confused for that when I first watched it, but now again, it's interesting that there's more explanation going on about the death of Maureen Prescott in terms of why it happened, and also to have a relative be a Ghostface killer is interesting. A relative to Sidney Prescott, to be specific. I thought, and was interesting considering that he was quote unquote dead earlier in the film. And I wonder how he did that, whether it was like a double, or if it was him, or he just painted himself with red and just kind of stabbed himself for a bit, like with his with his bulletproof vest or something like that. And he was a decent antagonist, and both his fights with Sidney Prescott, like when he shoots Sidney Prescott, not knowing that she was wearing a bulletproof vest, and his death was kind of crazy, where he gets stabbed by Sidney, but then she holds his arm, but then when he comes back, Dewey shoots him in the chest, but then shoots him in the head. That kills him. And so overall, I thought Roman Bridger was an interesting villain to this in this movie, where he's like this evil, the true mastermind behind all this. And maybe it's just me, but I feel like this movie where Gale Weathers had more screen time than Sidney Prescott. I don't know if I was feeling clueless of this film, or if I just feel like Gale Weathers had a bit more screen time than Sidney Prescott. I don't know why I thought of that, but maybe it's just me. Should have pay more attention. So, but other than that, Scream 3 is not that bad. I don't love it as much as Scream 1 or even Scream 2, but it's still enjoyable. I really thought it was enjoyable. So let me know in the comments below your thoughts on Scream 3. Let me know. Peace out. Bye.